The house stood alone, at the edge of town, a spectre against the dying light. They called it Harbinger House, a name whispered with fear, never spoken aloud. It had stood empty for years, windows like vacant eyes, staring out at the world, daring someone to enter. I had heard the stories, whispers of tragedy, of a family destroyed, a darkness that lingered, but I never believed them, until now. Something drew me to this place, a need to see the truth, to face the darkness within. The air grew cold. As I approached the house, a shiver ran down my spine. The rusted gate creaked, a mournful sound like a warning. I stepped onto the overgrown path. Each step felt heavy, as if walking against an unseen force. The door stood ajar, a black maw, inviting me in. I hesitated, a sense of dread washing over me, but the need to know. It pulled me forward. I crossed the threshold and entered the silence. Dust hung heavy in the air. The smell of decay choked my senses. The only light filtered through grimy windows, casting long shadows that danced in the gloom. I heard a sound, a soft whisper, coming from the floor above. I climbed the stairs, each step creaking, a symphony of decay. The whispers grew louder, but I couldn't make out the words. They seemed to slither around the edges of my mind, a cold hand on my heart. Section 4. The figure in the mirror. I reached the landing. A long hallway stretched before me, lined with closed doors. One door stood open at the very end. I walked towards it, drawn by an unseen force. Inside the room, a full-length mirror covered in dust. I reached out to wipe the dust away. As I did, a figure materialized in the reflection, tall, skeletal, its eyes burned with an unholy light. I stumbled back in horror. The figure, it smiled. Section 5. Unanswered questions. I ran through the house, down the stairs, not daring to look back. The front door, a beacon of hope. I slammed it shut behind me. The whispers, they followed, mocking me. I never looked back, but the house, it haunts my dreams. The figure in the mirror burned into my mind. What did I see in that house? A ghost, a demon, or something worse? Some questions are better left unanswered.